That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. The pit exit's clear. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 35 Celsius. Quickest overall. You've got 1 gallon left. Checkered flag, P1.
I'm not even going to let you pass in practice, Ben.
That's the end of the session. P2.
All right, real quick, before we do anything else, I'm going to go into graphic settings and turn off my dynamic shadows. Had a little bit of stutter there. Mostly it was smoke and dust, I think, but no need for exacerbating that.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. Alright, Glenn. We've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
right, one decent lap. No big misses, guffaws, moments. See if I can do it again. That was a little bit too late on the brakes. Managed to hang on to it, but only just. And a good exit. So that was 2 decent laps. We'll see where that lands me. Well, it looks like I moved up 1 position from my first lap. See where that settles out. $8 gallons and 22, 58, 72, 32. Okay. Had a little bit of a moment earlier in the afternoon. I sat down just to set up my race and cue sets and realized that I'd used the wrong base setup. So the gears were all wrong and I had to redo it. So glad I caught that before I actually went racing with it. They're relatively short laps here. So what are we looking at? Over 3 minutes left in qualifying. Welcome, Dad. Just like yesterday, we are at Summit Point, West Virginia. 29 laps. The current track temperature is 96 Fahrenheit. And the track is moderately high usage. Excuse me. 24 drivers, as John was saying in practice. It's a decent field for a Friday night. Nice to see that. Andreas, Mick, Jorge, John, lots of the usual suspects. Jack Jameson, I think, is a new name. Pedro Warren. Hopefully Kurt can make it in. Doesn't look like he's connected yet. David French, I think that's a name we haven't seen in a while, but he's been around a long time ago. Justin Hawkins, I think, is relatively new. He was in the race last night. Bob, Jim Adkins, maybe a new name. And Don Niece Jr. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that last name, Niec. So, Don, sorry if I'm butchering it.
That's on Nick.
All right,
Cheers, mate.
24 drivers. I am driver number 12. And so far, maybe this will stick. More than likely, everybody's done, I would guess.
It seems John's sets ain't shit.
Right now, I've qualified P7.
The irony is I'm basically using yours.
So, who have I got in front of me? Mick,
Yeah, I've been that,
Andres,
mate.
not surprising. Jorge, John, Uwe. Everybody I know up there except for Jack Jameson. Basically on the same time with Jack. John's got me by a tenth and a half. And just in front of Ben. Always a nervous position because Ben doesn't get enough practice. He's a busy guy. He will join the race and learn the track as he goes. So having him qualify behind you is always nervous because he is going, very likely, to get faster as the race goes on. So he's going to be breathing down my neck probably pretty quickly. If not, losing the position to him at the start. Jeff, Pedro, Gary. Okay, 20 seconds left and just making sure the race setup is active. Dad, I'll be curious to see what the audio levels sound like on this one. I had to adjust it a little bit. Jeff was saying last night that the in-game chat was really loud, and I noticed that the game sounds in general were pretty low, so I made some adjustments. I didn't have a chance to test it, but I did adjust some of the levels, so never really a smart move to make a bunch of changes that you can't test. So hopefully you can hear me. One of the things I noticed in last night's recording was that it was hard to hear my chatter, my voice, over the engine, but we'll see. All right, 29 laps.
Well, nice thing about being last is no one can run into me.
Cheers, Jim. Your luck is gonna turn. Promise.
There's a first for everything, Jen.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I don't know exactly how you meant that.
Yeah, welcome to the back row.
We want to encourage him.
Thanks.
No aspersions intended, but I will remember to be very careful around Justin. Last night's race, he was not making any attempt to get out of anybody's way. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but he surprised me a couple times. I almost hit him at least once, and then Daniel almost got into him and did, in fact, go off that corner. So we'll be aware of him.
At 29 laps. The track temp is 34. The air temp is 26 Celsius. Okay, Glenn, let's get this right. No fuck-ups. Green, green, green.
On your right. On your right. Clear right.
Wow, well done, fellas.
Sorry, Mike.
Good first lap.
6th place.
Locked him up a little bit there, John. Almost got closer than I was comfortable with. Hope I didn't scare you. Oh,
Sorry, Mick.
you guys.
Oh, no worries, man. Damage was done long before that. Go ahead and go left. Yeah, go left.
Okay, Glenn, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P4. Gap to Jacobson behind is now 1.2.
Overcooked that one again, like I did in practice or Q. I can't remember where that was. A little bit late on the brakes there, but I managed it better. The gap to Jacobson behind is now 1.6 seconds. Unsurprisingly, I'm losing out big time to Jorge in the group ahead. Almost did that same thing again. I think I'm getting on the brakes too light there. I gotta jump on them harder. Better braking zone that time. That's better.
The gap to Jacobson behind is now 1.8 seconds.
Missed the turn in there. Brake zone was pretty good. Just turned in a little bit late. That was a little bit better.
Yellow flag.
Lost a quarter second there in that last little gap. Turned in too early on the last part of that S's.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 5.0. Okay, Glenn, lap times are pretty consistent. The gap to Zoki behind is now 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5.
Go left, man, go left. Go left, go left. Go right, sir, go right.
That's a good exit. Thank you, David.
The gap to
Go ahead and go left, sir.
is now 2.2 seconds.
Perfect, fellas.
Thank you, David.
There's a lot of time in that entry to that
Go left, go left.
long braking zone before the hairpin. I just need to nail it down.
Go left, guys, go left.
Thank you, Laura.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 37 Celsius.
Being lighter on the brakes into that one is working for me. A little bit tighter around that one works. That's nice. I can do that every time. I think I overlapped the inputs on the brake and the throttle
Okay,
that
the
time.
next car is Jameson. Good consistency. Keep them coming. The gap to Zoki behind is now 2.1 seconds.
That entire sequence up to that hairpin was really dicey that time. I missed my downshift at third, which put me all off the game. Still way too many laps left for Ben to catch me. Gotta be careful. Just be smooth, as Jim says. No mistakes.
Go left, go left.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Zoki behind is now 1.7 seconds.
Nice. Alright, here comes Justin. Just be aware, Glenn.
Go left, sir, go left.
Car right. Hold your line, clear right.
Good side, dude. Justin. Cheers, mate.
Well, that made it a different ball game.
All right, Glenn, don't let this guy distract you.
Pedro.
I can just do that a few more times.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Soki, it's getting closer. The gap's now 0.9.
Right side. Clear right.
Ya estoy en... Increíble, Andrés. Thank you, man.
Go left, boys, go left.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
Jam, please.
Go left, boys, go left.
Qué lástima, Daniel, veníamos haciendo una linda carrera. Se me metí un tostudo en el medio y me arruinó todo.
No, Pedro, con este chico no hay manera. Ayer igual.
Okay, Glenn, don't be intimidated by this
Sí,
little shit.
en,
Make him work
en
for
Charlotte
it.
también me pasó lo mismo.
Hold your nerve. Make them do the work. Two laps left.
Go ahead, boys. Go left, go left.
Thank you, Robert.
Well, they're fighting pretty hard up there. You might be able to catch them.
Don't start stuttering now. Whoa. Whew. All right.
P4. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
I am wrung out. Good chase, Ben and Jeff. Should turn on the fan.
Good race, Glenn, Jeff.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says great drive, mate.
Cheers. That was fun, Ben. Jeff, thanks for staying back there, both you guys. Thanks, Mick. Got a little bit rocky there at the end, but like the third lap, I think, from the end, I was all over the place. Fortunately, got lucky and held it together, and then put together a pretty good lap the next lap. That might have been my fastest. I don't exactly remember, but...
Mick Claridge on YouTube says better than me, mate, grinning face.
I know, you guys can't play together. I don't know what it is. We just can't have nice stuff. Yeah, it sucks. Sorry to see both of you go out like that, but thanks for the positions. Alright, let's definitely save that one. Audrius did hold on over Jorge. Jack Jameson, whoever you are, Jack, you're fast. You were up there with, what was the gap here in the race? 11 seconds, Jorge and Jack. Impressive. Both you guys keeping it within 11 seconds of Audrius. Pretty impressive. Whew. Yeah, very impressive, Jack. Yeah, recruit him, Jorge. Get him in there. All right. Let's see. Just out of curiosity, I do want to go back to the first lap. I want to see the
Mick
first.
Claridge on YouTube says Jack did well. He was second at one point.
Yeah, he's impressive. Do we know who he is? I've not seen his name that I remember. All right, here's the start. Ben, who's that ahead of me? I think that's Uve just ahead to my right. Let's go back one. So that's Uve's point of view, and there's Ben's point of view. And Jeff
Jeff_Saunders says, nice result, Glenn.
Thanks, Jeff. You too. I saw you guys bearing down on me back there. All right, so that was reasonable. I was just curious.
Was
about
hoping
whether or
Ben
not...
Wow challenge you a bit more, lol.
I was not. Go figure. But especially when we ran into traffic, when we ran into Justin, I was really sweating it. I felt like I could hold the second and a half.
Spoil sport. Mick Claridge on YouTube says watch me and Auditrius go wide in T1 lap 2.
Lap 2, got it. Yeah, I saw you guys drop back. I think I saw some smoke. I wonder what happened. All right, so there's me again. There's Jeff, so that's my car. I did run up on John a little bit, went wide to let Uwe in there. How did this shake out? So I did take that position. All right, so I'm happy with that. All things considered, over the course of the race, I think I had pace on him. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Uwe kind of 7 or 8 laps in when he disappeared, but hopefully, knock on wood, I would have been able to stay away from him, but it was dicey enough staying away from Ben late in the race when he's just started learning the track. All right, and other than that one, I don't really think I made an overtake, did I? No, I just once you and Mick and John went out, I just started losing the gap to Jorge, Audrius, and Jack pretty quick. All right, so let's zoom up here. So Mick, you just brake late? Were you pushing to match his braking? What happened? Oh yeah, there's the smoke. Oh.
Pedals spiked, winky face.
If you say so, I believe you. And I think it was you that locked up, right? Let's see this. No, it was Audrius that threw the smoke, but that was a nice job to keep that one on the track, Mick. So that's what put you in contest with John. Yeah, okay. And
Mick Claridge on YouTube says I was leading and lost the back end bad over the start finish, then followed his marker.
Oh, you were leading out of that turn? Oh, okay, yeah. I did glance ahead, and I saw you way out there to the right, and I wondered what happened. I think you laughed on the radio or something, right? Yeah. Whoa. Get rid of all of this stuff. Did I turn this off?
Mick Claridge
Yeah,
on
there we go.
YouTube says, yeah, cuz all the hard work I just did.
Yep. Bummer. Well, and then let's run this forward because that obviously puts you in direct contact with John. And then it looks like he lost the rear braking into this awkward left-hander and got into you without anything else he could do. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but let's see when he squats. Yeah, maybe not necessarily too late, but maybe on cold tires he just lost the rear. Oh.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says, yeah, he just lost the rear end.
Why can't you guys just play nice together? All right. Anybody else got any other insights on something interesting to look at in that one? I was 21 seconds back of Audrius, 10 seconds back of Jack and Jorge. All right.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says, Jack's pass on Jorge.
Do you remember what lap that was? I'm actually want to go back and look at me. This corner drives me nuts. And I got a little bit better this last day or two. But Mick, you said something about it. But what I ended up doing was just braking. I'm going to look at my brake inputs here. Braking very lightly, like crazy light. I don't know if I was wise enough to do it this early in the race, but yeah, not bad. And then, of course, I see smoke and probably not a normal entry for me, but just braking really lightly into that corner does two things. Kind of keeps the car settled for me.
No worries, man. Damage was done long before that.
And seems to let me hit the apex a lot more consistently. All right, so...
Go ahead and go left. Yeah, go left.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says, yep, 50% is spot on.
So we're looking for when Jack... Oh, did Jack pass Jorge on the first lap? Oh,
Mick Claridge on YouTube says it was later on.
Okay. Yeah, Jack's fast. He made up, who's this? He made up a position on Uwe. Oh, and he took Jorge right here at the beginning. So he gridded. Yeah, that's impressive. That's impressive driving. Jack, we need to rope that guy in. He's fast. So he takes 2 positions here, including John and Jorge. Just by being smart, I think. Just getting in there and not taking any risks, but being in the right place, right time. All right, so out of curiosity...
Wow, well done, fellas.
Sorry, mate.
Before that, yeah, go left.
Was this
Game
it?
voice chat is still really loud.
Is it? Okay, Jeff. Yeah, I don't really know exactly what's going on there, but I did make some tweaks. I do appreciate you giving me some heads up. In fact, anytime you watch the stream or
Sorry, Nick. Shit.
I'll be curious to see it sounds because I was able to make some adjustments.
No worries, man. Damage was done long before that.
Yeah, go left.
All right, so here's Jorge. I don't know. This might be a little bit disorienting for you guys, but let's just fast forward and see what we see. So this is Jorge's view. That's Jack and Audrius ahead. So at some point, Audrius loses Jack. Does Jack actually get passed by Jorge and then pass back? This is lap 8. Lap 11.
Left, man, go left. Left, go left. Sir, go right.
Oh, that was some interesting traffic. Oh yeah, that's Bob directing traffic up there.
Right, sir, go right. Go left. Perfect, fellas.
David.
Left, go left. Left,
Go up.
I'll be curious to see what hyperspeed looks like on the stream. It looks okay in the. All right, so here's Jorge's pass on Jack. All right, so it's just a good exit. I wonder what happened to bring Jack back that far. Is it just pace? Yeah, I guess so.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says it was that man again that caused the PSS grinning face.
Yeah, it looks like I wasn't paying attention in hyperspeed, but it looks like Jorge was just able to. Oh, actually, here's a. I think Jack made a slight mistake here. Yeah, there's a little bit of slowdown, but not much. And Jorge follows suit, so that's not it. But anyway, so Jorge's been able to put in pace with him. Doesn't look like any major mistakes. So follows through.
OUE's battle with Justin is fun.
go left, sir.
I hope Justin sticks around and learns how to be passed.
Perfect, fellas.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says Jorge starting making toast.
Left, go left.
Yeah, Jorge's ratcheting it up. He's gonna
Okay, left.
Go up.
gotta leave some for the rest of us. Wait, did I miss it? All right, so that's just a nice exit, nicely executed pass. Let's go back and watch that in real time. Yeah, Jack put a tire, lost the rear end, put the tire on the gravel just a little bit, so that probably made the difference. Yeah, nice brake zone for both of them. Jack pulled it in nice and snug, perfectly gauged his braking zone. And then what happens?
Mick Claridge on YouTube says, geez, Jack made that far too easy. Door wide open. Welcome, Matt.
There we go. It looks like Jorge had just overcooked the entry a little bit. Yeah, he didn't defend at all, and maybe he knew that he was slow, and Jorge just had a really good run. So maybe not the worst of decisions, but hard to execute. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, Jorge just throws it in a little bit too hard. Nice job keeping it on track. And retains the position. Jack lifted there, but probably wisely. This is a terrible place to try to pass. What's the gap here? So pretty big. What am I? 3-4 seconds at least. Ooh, nice job, Jorge. That was. Let's take a look at that again. Back end's going. Nice. Oh, yeah, that was nice. That was beautiful, Jorge. Jack's probably just being polite, right? He's a first race and all, as far as we know. So
Left, go left.
that bodes
Thank
well.
you, sir. No problem.
Somebody crazy fast and a good racer and a gentleman. Let's rope him in. Where are we? Lap 18.
Sir, go left.
I definitely should have gotten up and turned the fan on when I
That's
finished the
fine,
race because
too.
I'm still dripping sweat after that chase with, is this Bob again? Who's this? That's Jem, all right. Oof.
Pedro. Not that.
It sounded like I heard Daniel Perez talk to Justin again. Same guy he had a little bit of fracas with last night. I'm not
Mick Claridge on
complaining.
YouTube says don't even know if he's used to the car. Potential alien.
Yeah, good point. You're talking about Jack, yeah. Scary. Lap 22.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I'll be interested to go back and look at the telemetry and the replay for myself because I feel like Ben was able to make up really good distance on me in the
Go
braking
left.
zone in the T1. And I don't know whether he's just better on the brakes, he's braking later, braking better, but I wasn't really paying attention. There we go. But I did feel like I was seeing him grow bigger in the mirrors every time in this braking zone. All right, so how did this happen? Was this just a good exit or was it draft?
Mick Claridge on YouTube says don't even know if Justin's used to the car. Alien abduction. Needed. LOL.
Yeah, so that was just a nicely executed draft pass, I think. And again, likewise, I think to your earlier comment, Mick, that Jorge didn't fight, he didn't defend.
He is just trying to keep it on the track.
Agreed. Yeah,
D_Cohen says, Justin who?
Hey, Dave. Welcome. All right. Yeah, Mick, I guess the good outcome from that alien abduction was like most alien
Jeff_Saunders
abductions.
says, I would say Ben is faster in the middle.
And then they'd bring him back changed, right? Dave, we were just talking about one of the apparently new guys in the race. He was there last night too, just maybe not using F3 so slow and not really making any attempt to let anybody by, causing
D_Cohen says, Justin Goulet?
No, Justin somebody else. Yeah, Jeff, I think what you meant was
Go left, boys,
faster
go
in the
left.
middle of the braking zone. Is that what you were talking about? So what is this? Lap 25. This is a good one. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Was that a good exit for me?
Jeff_Saunders says, the horseshoe burr.
Ah, okay.
Bit.
That's not a great corner for me.
D_Cohen says, this combo is so fun.
Yeah, I agree, Dave. I like this.
Qué lástima, Daniel, veníamos haciendo una linda
The coaching
carrera.
I did with Mick a
Un
year
tiempo
ago,
estuvo en el medio.
this was one of the
minuto.
tracks that we spent a lot of time on. And I learned a couple of things, like this corner right here, I got really fast, much faster.
Jeff_Saunders
anyway.
says, reckon I was faster into T1 and when I got it right out of it too.
Okay, yeah, it's, let's see, let me think about that. Yeah, there's a couple of spots there that are fairly unintuitive, like this one. Not to bore you guys, but this entry, so this entry is really awkward for me. I don't know why. It took me a long time to get used to being comfortable having the balls enough to go in here far enough, keep it on the track, touch the curb on the right, brake just light enough, but still keep up speed, knowing that I was going to be able to keep it in this lane. It took me a long time. Mick probably remembers better than I do. That took me a long time just to dial that muscle memory in, just to make that possible regularly. But I learned a lot. So just a long way of agreeing with you, Dave, that I like the combo a lot. It's short and small, and I think fairly technical enough to test. But also, it's got a couple of decent passing zones, which makes it fun to race on. So I tend to agree. All right. Well,
This track was one of the first I watched Mick working with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. This, if I remember right, and maybe it's just in my memory.
Mick Claridge on
because-
YouTube says me and Jeff worked on that very corner through this week.
Cool. It definitely helped me last year, Mick. So thank you for that. Whew. All right. And Dave, I don't know whether I remember this track more because we spent a lot of time here or because it was formative for me, but yeah, this was a good one. All right, let's take a look. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
Dave, we need to see you back on track.
Yeah, Dave. Jeff, by the way, cheers for staying up late. All right. Strength of field was 2492. I think I had one off track. Yeah, so decent. That's good. Gained a quarter point. I'm almost back to 3 safety rating and a decent chunk of driver rating, 2974.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says absolutely Dave. Put that Lego down, man.
All right. Audrey's took it by 11.1 seconds. Jorge and Jack, as we saw, had a good fight. And then me, 10 seconds back from them. Ben in P5. Jeff, nicely done, P6. Gary
Mick Claridge on
Ho.
YouTube says how much did I lose, Glenn?
Let me scroll down. Yeah, so good point. Nick, you lost. I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to look. John's back down to 4,600, 4,700. He must be racing those other series.
A small fraction of what you have to share. Mick Claridge on YouTube says I saw. Oof.
All right, who else? Justin, Pedro, Bob, David French. Is David French a name we haven't seen in a long time but used to race the series regularly? Don Peak, again, good to see you back, Don.
Robin Hood on YouTube says hey fellas.
Hey, Steve.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says yep.
All right, and then I guess the only other thing I'll look at before signing off and let you guys, some of you guys, Steve, Mick, Jeff, get to bed. Dave, I don't know where you are, but I
Mick
think you're
Claridge on
US,
YouTube
right?
says hi Steve.
All right, so Audrey's had a 108.4, Jorge 108.9, Jack 108.8. So I was 2 or 3 tenths off those guys. All right, I'm not unhappy with that. I'm pretty psyched about that. 108.4, so I was a good 7 tenths off of Andres, and then 2 tenths did I see? Yeah, a little bit less than 2 tenths over Ben, and then right on pace with you, Jeff. Nothing in it, man. 2 hundredths, less than 2 hundredths. Uwe was there. Yeah, he must have had a little bit of pace problems early. And then I couldn't tell. Did he have a dust up with Ben? What happened to Uwe, Dan, or Jeff? Did you see any of that? Daniel, who I battled with last night. And then Kurt Clapper, I saw him not connected kind of late in qualifying, I think. Looks like he maybe never got in. That's too bad. So the insults and injuries of having a 9,000 I rating. He wins the race above 24 drivers. Strength of field's only 24.92.
Mick Claridge on YouTube says good to see Philip back, veteran of the series.
So he only gains 10 for a win. Philip Urquhart. Okay, that's a name I don't recognize. So welcome back, Philip. All right. Well, thanks for watching, gentlemen.
We got swamped at the start, I think.
Did he? Okay. I thought he was in my mirror for a while, and then something happened. He disappeared, or maybe fell back. And then I saw you and Ben coming forward. So not really sure. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Dad, thanks very much for watching. I will race, I think, not decided yet. I think I'll race tomorrow morning. And then I will give you a call later.
Mick
Thanks,
Claridge
Dad.
on YouTube says, see ya guys.
See you guys.
See you all later.
See you, Jeff.